Alright, welcome back to Hard Mode SnowRunner, everybody. I'm recording this the same day that I recorded the previous episode, so literally directly after that one. Hopefully I'm a little more awake now. I don't know, we'll see. My main concern now is just, obviously, not flipping, because this tends to flip over, just because it's top-heavy. And Michigan just does not have the most forgiving path, so I don't know. Hopefully we can make it, and then we gotta come all the way back and get another one. Try not to damage ourselves on the rocks too much. Good thing, though, is I don't have any trucks nearby here, so this terrain should... Are we gonna go? Okay. This terrain should refresh when I leave the map, which is good. That was almost really bad. Alright, I don't know what to do up here, because this up here is a tough area. I don't know if I should just try and go... I mean, there's stumps and stuff over here. I think I can go this way. Yeah. Once I get, like, past this little section here, I'll be much happier. We should be good, though. We should have pretty good traction because we have weight. So we shouldn't really get stuck too bad in any of this mud. Truck is just sinking. Okay, I spoke too soon, apparently. Like, see how good that was? Like, I was not moving at all. And winching it like that just helped so much. I mean, I've always known that. I just, I need to do it more. I tend to try to winch from the front of the truck, which isn't always the smartest. I mean, this is going to take up most of this episode. I already know that, just because it's going to be a lot of driving, and I'm going to have to refuel. And just, that path to that cargo ship, or the, wherever this oversized cargo is, just sucks. It's tight, it's slow, it's muddy. Potential to roll over, so, like, I gotta be careful. Can't just go willy-nilly. Man, it would be amazing if this was only to that warehouse, though, like, right across the gateway. It's not unheard of for a contract to be that way, too. There's plenty of contracts on other regions that have that kind of thing. Like, it's a drop-off, but it's, like, literally right on the other side of the gateway. But this one is all the way in the middle of the map on Smithville, so... And it's just that long, windy path. I mean, I can probably take one of the shortcuts down, but I don't think I will, because, again, I don't want to risk flipping and rolling over and dropping the cargo. It's just a headache. I guess a good play would be to just go get the 2 cargoes and just dump them. Like, if I had a crane, I could dump this off and then go get the other one. So that way I would only have to come back here and just pick it up and put it on the trailer instead of having to do all that nonsense. But also, I don't even know if one of those cranes, a truck crane, can lift this. I'd probably have to have like a big crane. The best path to take would be that, but I'm not doing that in this truck. There's no chance. We are just taking the safe, long route. Because in SnowRunner, slow is fast. You'll spend more time trying to recover a truck than you will just taking the longer route. 90% of the time. Unless you just have a completely overpowered truck and it doesn't get stuck or anything. And, you know, like a modded truck that has winches when the engine's off and all that stuff. Like, obviously that doesn't matter. If you roll over, you just winch yourself back up, pop your cargo back on, and continue on. But in hard mode, things are a little different because we have to be smarter about it. And since we're not using mods, because that would make hard mode trivial, we're working with all the vanilla stuff. Like I said, the only thing I'm going to use are my log trailers, because the vanilla log trailers are just garbage. And they're expensive, which is just, they're completely, the long logs thing is so overpriced, it's insane. So I don't really care what anyone has to say. You can tell me I'm cheating, you can say that it's unfair, but at the end of the day, this is my game, and hard mode's already, you know, frustrating enough, so I'm not going to frustrate myself more with the vanilla logging trailers. And I'm just going to use the modded ones I have, because they're, 1, better, and 2, I can do 2 loads of everything but long logs in one trip. Like, I have a semi-trailer that can do 2 loads of mediums, a semi-trailer that can do 2 loads of shorts, and then I even have a long log semi-trailer, but it can only ever do 1 load. You can't do more than 1 at a time, which makes sense. But like, being able to take 2 loads of logs in one trip is just so much better. It's such a time saver, because those logging missions are just, especially the ones here on this region in Michigan, the logging missions are just so long, and you have to drive across the maps to deliver them. And another reason I hate logging trailers, like hitch trailers, because they flip over so easy compared to a semi. So it just makes sense to me, and that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I need to remember to drop some fuel in this Scout when I pass it. So every time I pass it, I'm going to drop like 10 liters in it or something. Because I'm pretty sure it's out yet. Oh, I can only do 18. I thought you could adjust the amount you wanted. I guess you can't from another truck. But we'll drop some fuel in it. We'll drop some fuel in it when we drive back past again. Almost didn't think I was recording for a second. That would have been really funny. Still doesn't look like it's gonna rain, so I guess I'm mowing my grass after this. I want to get it done, so I'm gonna do it. I should probably wait a little bit so it's not so dewy, but I'm just afraid if I put it off till tomorrow it's gonna rain and then I'm gonna be screwed because I work the next 5 days in a row. Alright, we are almost there. So once I deliver this, I'm gonna leave the trailer sit and I'm gonna go get fuel and then I'll pick the trailer back up and then we'll drive all the way back and get the other one. I could cut that, but I don't think I'm going to, and there's a couple reasons why I don't really like doing that. One is just because I find it, I don't know, I find it just hard to like keep a cohesive episode going if I have to make a bunch of cuts, because then I tend to forget that I'm like gonna cut it. So like if I leave the recording running, I'll just keep talking about other things, and then like I don't have a good place to cut it because I'm talking. And two, I don't want to just like cut the recording and then not record, because then I'll forget that I'm not recording, and then I'll, you know, realize it when I've delivered the thing and ended the contract and I haven't been recording the whole time since I stopped the recording. Another reason is just like it just takes more time to do the whole recording of the episode. Instead of just sitting down recording for an hour, I'm sitting down recording for an hour and a half or 2 hours, because, you know, I'm not showing parts of the game that I'm playing, and playing that part of the game is still taking up my time. I'm just not showing it. So in my opinion, I'm only going to cut things out if I need to, because the episode's running long. So like I'll cut out just like the pointless driving bit, just to get us within time of the episode, which I feel like makes sense. But I don't want to just do unnecessary cuts and cut out driving, because that's the whole point of this game anyway. So I hope you don't mind that. I think most people understand my reasoning behind that, but that's just kind of why I don't. Because like, yeah, I could just cut this here and then like cut back to where we are back at the ship where we could pick up the other cargo, but then it's just like, you know, you don't see the journey along the way, I guess. So I don't know, but we're gonna go get fuel real quick and then we'll come back and pick that trailer up. We should be able to make it to the fuel station, no problem. I do have a service trailer up here if I need it. But we're okay as far as damage right now. Although, I probably should repair just because if I take another hit, my engine's going to be damaged, and then I'm going to be losing fuel. So let's just, we're passing it up here. We might as well just hook up, repair, and then move on. And I think the hitch is facing the direction I'm driving. Yeah, so we'll have to hitch to it now instead of having to turn around later. Let me just hitch up to this, we'll repair real quick, and then we'll be on our way. Alright, perfect. Sorry. Taking a drink. I will be kind of excited to be done with all these contracts. I know I still have some of the logging contracts to, well, all the logging contracts to do, but those I'll probably do very, very last. Like, once we get these 2 contracts done, I'm going to work on getting all the other tasks done. And, like, the watchtowers and the upgrades. I think I only have that left on Island Lake. There's a couple upgrades and a couple watchtowers I haven't gotten there yet. And then I'm going to finish all those tasks. And then all we'll have left is the logging contract, so we'll do that last. I know a lot of people think that's a stupid idea to save all the logging for last, but it's not that I don't... Logging... I only don't like logging in this game because of the trailers. It's, other than that, it's just the same as any other, you know, cargo hauling. It's just logs. So, like, I don't mind it so much on maps where... like, it's just infinite logs everywhere, but, like, Tamir kind of sucks, because Tamir has a bunch of log stations, and there's only so many logs at each one, so you have to, like, you know, work your way around the map, and go to the places that has your logs you need, which takes more time, obviously. But, like, with this map, all the logs are just at, the one place. I think, well, there are other log stations, maybe? I don't remember. I know the main one is on Black River, and there's just a lot of driving back and forth to Black River. I think there might be a log station on this map too, but it might not be in a great area. The one on Black River is at a pretty easy spot to get to. It's just a long drive. We're refueled. I wonder, do I have any other upgrades I could put on this? I don't know that I do. I do have a decent amount of money now, so I could. Let's see. Let's see if I can even put a crane on here, because that would be helpful. Customize gearbox. We could. See, I don't know that I want the off-road gearbox. I feel like the balanced gearbox is the best choice. The engine... Let's upgrade the engine. We'll sell one of those. You don't need two of them. I know you don't get all the money back, but... How much did I get if I sell that? Damn. Sell it. Tires. I think we have on... What do we have on? We have on UODs. I don't know if these are better. I really don't. I'd have to look at the tire thing. So advanced is what you always want. Let's put that on. Don't have all-wheel drive. I can put a crane on here. Alright, let's do it. I know we spent some money, but it was worth it. Because now we have a crane. Not that it's super powerful, but now we at least have a crane. And we also got a better engine, so now we're going to move a little bit faster. A little more power. But you gotta think, like, whenever, the more money I invest into my trucks, the better they're gonna be, and the less I'm gonna get stuck, and the less I'm gonna have issues. So I need to be spending money on upgrades for trucks, because if I'm not, then I'm gonna keep getting stuck, and I'm gonna keep wasting money. So I have the money, I'm gonna spend it on upgrades. Makes the most sense. And like I said, I really do like this truck. It's performing really well for being rear-wheel drive and no diff lock. I'm not sure where I unlock those, but once we get those, we're gonna slap those bad boys on, and then this truck's gonna be good. It's gonna be my low saddle hauler for sure. Although I think I can put a bed on this. I don't know. We'll see. For now, I'm going to use this as my low saddle hauler because it seems to be doing pretty well with it. I don't know. If you have a suggestion for trucks that I should use for certain tasks, like if I should use the Fleet Star for, you know, like how I have it set up with a trailer and a bed and a crane. The Kodiak, I will probably end up pivoting to just having like a fuel tank on it or something of that nature, or like a maintenance add-on if it has that. Because I do like the Kodiak, but the Kodiak, it's just not. It only has the single axle on the back. It likes to wheelie a lot if you have semi-trailers on it, so I don't really. I mean, it's been good to me for what I've used it for on this map or on this region, but I do think I'm going to get trucks that are just way better and outperform it. So I may end up making that like a fuel truck or something. I know people often refer to Kodiak as like an oversized Scout or whatever, because it just does really well at that type of job. You have like a maintenance trailer or a maintenance add-on to it, or like a fuel trailer, yeah, fuel tank on it, so you can use it as like a big Scout essentially, or like a maintenance fuel truck. I don't know, I'd really like to get into like actually like customizing my trucks and coloring, like painting them, and I just don't ever do that. I don't usually, if I do change the color of it, it's like I either usually choose green or purple, which green is my favorite color. And I just like purple because purple's just an awesome color, and I'm a big Baltimore Ravens fan, so their main color is purple. But yeah, I always just use those two colors. I don't really ever do anything else. And now that with the custom colors, you can like completely, like I could change the color of every single thing on this truck. Like I could make the stripe a different color, and the white could be a different color. But I just, you know, don't really care that much. Like, some people go crazy. Like, they make all their trucks look the same, and they pick, like, a sticker to put on. Like, that's their company logo. So it's like they have this business with all these trucks, and all the trucks have a certain job, and they use certain trucks for certain things. Like, I'd like to do that, to be honest. I'd like to have trucks that I use for certain jobs. But it's just a matter of figuring out what works best for what. So if you have any tips, if you think I should use this White Western Star for something else other than this type of setup, then yeah, let me know. I'm totally open to any kind of suggestion there. I'm open to really all suggestions. I mean, I'm not against anything. I mean, I'm not like a new player at SnowRunner by any means. Hopefully you've seen that, obviously, just if you're watching this series. If you're new to my channel, I am not new to this game. I've played it a lot. I have hundreds of hours in it, probably close to 1,000. But like, I do stupid things sometimes, but it doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing, or like, doesn't mean that I didn't know that it was a stupid choice, because I've done it plenty. I've gotten stuck. I've had to recover and pay the fee. Like, this is my first time playing hard mode, but I have played SnowRunner for years and years and years and years since the game came out in 2020 or 20, whenever it came out around COVID. I know that it was like late 2019 or 2020. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is going to be all we get done in this episode, because we're already at 30 minutes. I'm not even back to the pickup point, and then we got to drive all the way back again to the warehouse. So it's going to be, we're going to be cutting it close, I think, on time anyway. But even if we aren't, and we're only at like 45-50 minutes, we're just going to end the episode, because I'm not going to have time to do anything else anyway. But I did this in a good order, because I did the super order. It ended me in Drummond Island, and then I could do this. This is going to end here while I'm in Smithville, and then the next one is the cement order, so that I pick up from the quarry here in Smithville, I'm pretty sure. So that makes that nice, and I can load it all on this truck. I should be able to get this truck down there. It's not going to be easy by any means, but it's possible. And then we can deliver that, and that'll be all of the contracts aside from the logging ones. And there's like 4 logging contracts. It's going to take forever, but we're going to save that for last. So we have a lot of other stuff to do, though. We still have a bunch of tasks on pretty much all 3 of the maps. Black River still has, I still have to pull a truck out of the swamp, and I still have to do that pump thing. There's one pump I still haven't activated, which is in the same spot as that truck. And I think that's it for tasks on Black River. I don't think there's anything else to do on Black River. I've pretty much done everything. Still playing Oblivion as well. It's been fun. I've done all of the Thieves Guild quests, all the Mage Guild quests, all of the Dark Brotherhood quests. I'm working on the Fighters Guild right now. And then I still have the... there's one more. What's the other one? I don't know. There's one more. And then I just have to finish the main story, and I'll have all the I'll have the platinum, I guess. And then there's, since it's the remaster, there's like there's a list of DLC trophies, so I'll have to do that too. But I mean, they're all all the trophies are super easy for Oblivion. At least in the remaster. I think in the original it was a little more involved, or required more playthroughs or something, I'm not sure. Okay. Ooh. Still yawning. I'm getting kind of hungry too. I'm gonna definitely eat something before I mow my grass. God, I just really don't feel like mowing my grass today. I had a moment where I was like, wait, did I miss the turn? We're fine. The road should have all reset, I think. Hopefully that service trailer isn't keeping it from resetting, which it could be. I'm gonna drive through here because it was not a problem. Coming the other way. And I've just upgraded the truck too, so. Stuck on something. Alright, we're almost there. This is just a slow moving part. We don't really get stuck, it's just slow. Come on. I don't think I have to go back. I think isn't there something else I have to deliver over here though? I don't remember. I thought there might, or there was, but maybe there's not. Maybe I used to come over here and I would drive down. I remember going down on like the beach area near the ship. Or maybe there was an upgrade down there or something. I don't know. I don't remember. I know this tree is going to fall down, but it might give me the little bit of oomph I need. Did not. I really need diff lock. Diff lock would help so much. So you can see my wheels are not spinning together. Please do not break my suspension. Yeah, because like I used to drive down there and turn around, I think. I remember going down there, so I don't know, maybe there is something you deliver there. Maybe I've already done it and I'm just not thinking about it, I don't know. I don't really remember. All I know is I hate driving back here. Come on, please fix yourself. This is just what we gotta do. We just gotta work our way. Yeah, the new engine's definitely helping a lot, because I struggled at that point last time. Let's go straight through the puddle so we don't get stuck. Or not get stuck so we don't flip. I wonder... No, there's no way to get across that way. They tend to sometimes put like little sneaky paths in this game that doesn't really look like it's a safe place to cross, but it's actually not that bad. There's always risk, obviously, just like that one crossing on Smithville. It's a hard crossing, but if you get on the rocks, it's really not bad. As long as you stay on the rocks and you can get onto the rocks, the crossing is actually pretty easy, but it's getting onto them is what's hard. It's like my wheels aren't even moving. What the hell? I have a better engine and I keep getting stopped. It's these stupid little rocks, man. I hate those rocks. I really need to be careful with camber and turning like that. This part makes me nervous. And then just like this part, like come on truck, move. Why are you just stopping? I don't understand that. I swear it was doing better with the smaller engine. Ridiculous. Tree was gonna fall down. Come on. Man, I am deep in there. Holy shit, dude. Oh, come on. What in the world? Why? Dude, that my wheels are just buried, man. Oh, I thought I was stuck. I think that's the deepest I've ever seen those wheels buried down. Alright, we're at 48 minutes. We are not gonna make it. Unless I cut some bits out, which I guess I could do. I'm just like, I'm getting stuck, man. Like, constantly. I'm just gonna keep going until I have to cut this, and then we'll see if I can edit anything together or cut anything out, whatever. Alright. Almost there. We have about 10 minutes to get to the warehouse. It's gonna be close. We're getting pretty low on fuel too, which is scary. I'm not gonna be able to put anything in the Scout this time because we're gonna be cutting it real close. I mean, we'll make it to the warehouse, but we may not be able to make it to the fuel station. Which isn't terrible. Blew a tire on a freaking rock. God. So stupid, man. I don't have a spare tire, do I? No. Man, why does this truck feel so slow? Like, even with the better engine in it, it just feels slower. It's weird. Man, we are just really running out of fuel. I didn't think about that. The engine change is going to make it consume more fuel. Damn. Especially, like, why is it consistently using, like, 11 liters? It's weird. Ooh, there's the timer. I have 5 minutes. We might make it. It's gonna be really, really, really close. I'm gonna do everything I can to get there. don't think we're gonna make it. So we still have to go around that bend, around these rocks. I mean, we're close, and we might make it. It's gonna be really, really, really close. I think we're gonna make it with like less than a minute to spare. We are really, really low on fuel too. Like, it's really, really close. "59 minutes. Come on, truck. Hell yeah. Alright, well, that's going to have to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good one.